I'm trying not to cry because I can't stop thinking of Charlie Kirk's girls, the two little girls that saw their father get brutally unalived in front of them. They do not deserve that. Of course, Charlie did not deserve that, nor did his wife or anything, but I don't care what political, like, I don't care if you're a leftist, if you're Muslim, if you're LGBT plus, whatever. I don't care. It's fine. Don't worry about that right now. That's not important right now. That's not a part of the conversation right now. I want to talk to human beings, humans with empathy. If you do not have empathy, get away. Okay? He was a man. What did he do, right? What did he do to deserve being you know what in front of a crowd? I hate that I had to censor myself. He went to universities and places, and of course, he was on social media here and there. He was a Christian. He argued and discussed. Of course, he was right on many things, and he was wrong on some things because he is human. No human holds the entire truth. You don't hold the entire truth. I don't hold the entire truth. And if you think you do, if you think you're always right, you're wrong. We make mistakes in judgment. Our perception is limited. We are surprisingly easily fooled. Just like when you watch a movie, you believe the things are happening, or a horror movie, you get scared. If you watch Corn, you get excited, and it's all fake, and AI even, and animation. So it's, of course, when you're watching that, you know it, but in the end, you do believe it a little bit, or you have this suspense of disbelief. So your perception of reality is skewed, it's biased, one way or the other. Okay? So just remember that whatever you think about Charlie Kirk, it's fine. You're entitled to your opinion. That's not important. What's important is that he was a human being. He was flawed, but he didn't deserve that. And his children, like the little girls, I just can't stop thinking about them, Like, put yourself in their shoes, right? You're, 4 years old, 5 years old. I don't know how old they are, but they're so small. And to them, Charlie was this hero, was this, like your dad. Your dad, when you're a little kid, your dad is like the superhero. He's amazing, he's awesome. He buys you toys, and he loves your mommy, and takes you places, and then you go see him in this rally, and all of a sudden he's gone in front of you, and you just see blood everywhere. And that's not okay in any way, shape, or form. And I can say this because, for example, I'm from Venezuela. My country is not doing well. There's this tyrannical government. There's this evil people, corrupt people who take all the money, and they promise and promise and promise, but never deliver. And of course, growing up, I grew up with Hugo Chavez Frias, and I saw Venezuela slowly become this hellhole where it was common to see starving children everywhere, and it broke my heart. I would always give my toys away and try to, hey, Ale, Dora, welcome to my therapy session. And When I was a kid, I hated Chavez. I hated Hugo Chavez. He was a politician, the president, right? And many times I wished him death because I was immature. I was a kid, you know? But now, growing up, I realized that killing politicians or political figures is not the way. If they commit crimes, if they are corrupt, if their actions hurt people, they should go to jail for life. Okay? But the reason why, modern civilization doesn't just end people is because we are flawed. We make mistakes. We send people to, you know, the death penalty, or like in Japan or in America, many countries, and 25 years later, DNA evidence shows that they're innocent. So you're about to kill somebody who's innocent. And that's not cool, right? So because of that, we just lock them up until new evidence comes out, and maybe they're innocent, they go out. If they're not innocent, if they're guilty, they stay locked in, and they perish in prison. So what hurts me the most is that Charlie wasn't really a politician. Sure, he did talk a lot about politics and influence politics. But for example, when they tried to murder Donald Trump, of course I don't condone it, but I understood it in the sense that, okay, he's very famous, he's political, he was a president. Okay, not cool. Again, you should not kill any politicians. I don't care if it's Joe Biden. I don't like Joe Biden. I don't care. Just send him to prison for life or whatever. But Charlie wasn't even that. And all of a sudden, he was taken away from us. And again, I disagreed with him on many things, but it never crossed my mind. Here's the thing. For example, someone I really deeply dislike, Hassan Piker. I really don't like him. He's such a hypocrite. Okay, I don't wish him death. Right? I don't wish Hassan Piker death. Hola, hola Ignacio. Perdona porque no te hice mucho caso antes. No sé si prefieres que te hable en español. Porque si todos son en español, pues hablamos en español. No sé si... no sé cómo se responde a la gente aquí. Hola, hola. Por ahora. Bueno, lo que estaba diciendo es que Charlie Kirk era un americano, no era un político, era un influencer político. Iba a las universidades a hablar, a debatir. Se equivocó en algunas cosas, pero acertó en muchas otras. Como cualquier ser humano, que todos son, digamos que, defectuosos. Y no se merecía ser asesinado. Sus hijas, lloro, o sea, intento no llorar por sus hijas porque me rompe el corazón ver como dos niñas que, no sé, solo quería decir eso, que no está bien matar a la gente porque no estás de acuerdo con lo que ellos dicen. Y ya está. Buenas noches, cuídense. Y lo que hago con esto. Yeah, stop streaming.